When you're out and about and enjoying life, do you ever sit to wonder that everything is okay at your house? Do you ever wonder if something or someone is at your home that shouldn't be there, or whether or not you left the door unlocked or forgot about it, or maybe there's someone out there spying on you? These are all things that you may wonder about. Welcome to JP's Guy, where we do things easy to ultimately enjoy life. Last time we talked about security cameras and how they are easy to use and can protect your home. This time we're talking about burglars and thieves. Also, if this is your first time here, please consider hitting the subscribe button to get more easy videos coming right at you. With further ado, let's dive right in. Make sure that your cameras are on and working well. The cameras that I talked about in the previous video before work 24/7 and can provide you with notifications that a disturbance has occurred. According to a number of sources, and previous convicted thieves and burglars like to break into homes around the hours of 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. The explanation is that you're not around. Typically, you're usually at work or you're at school. In a number of interviews and posts from post-convicted, they claim to be more comfortable to break into the hours between those 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. Next, check your locks. Always check your locks and make sure you're using a deadbolt lock, and consider locking your garage door. Further, consider changing the locks, especially if you just moved into a new home, because you don't know if a burglar has been to your home. They could know your locks. So you want to make sure you change those locks. It may be best not to leave your keys under mats or in secret places outside. The reason is because they can be easily found by burglars. If you're worried about locking yourself in, consider putting a spare key in a coded box or a lock box, and use a code that does not associate with, say, your birthday, your home address, things like that, so that it's not easily deciphered by a thief or a burglar. Next thing is, keep your yard properly maintained. Grass, try to keep it cut regularly, but brush, shrubs and bushes should be trimmed down normally, and the yard should be well maintained. The reason is because burglar sees that your home has not been, the grass hasn't been cut, or maybe trees and the bushes are growing like wild, that you're not even home, and if you want to have privacy, you could always consider having some thorn-like bushes. You wouldn't want to go near those, and I don't think any burglar would want to go near them either, unless they're probably going to get torn up. 4, you want to make sure you have your lights on at your home. The reason is because a properly lit home will be a deterrent to a burglar, and therefore they'll will not want to go there because they'll be easily seen. So let's always make sure that you have your lights tested on a regular basis and that they all work properly. A properly lit home will not, more than likely, not get burglarized because they'll be easily spotted. Next, having the lights on outside at night and the houses that are properly lit can be a deterrent. So during the daytime, according to a lot of post-jail burglars, thieves will try to move bulbs and position them out of whack so that they can have that access to your home. So you always want to make sure that your lights are always working well, because it'll be a deterrent for a burglar because they'll be easily spotted. Hey Jake, I thought you said that burglars break into the homes during the day, not at night. That is true, I did say that, but what I did say was that most happen during the day doesn't mean that you won't get any at nighttime. Always check your lights and consider using hidden sensory lights that get triggered when a suspect walks by. Or put lights in an area that are hard to get to, like on the top of your house. Of course, you would have to climb up on top of there and install them. What you can do is just grow some thorn-like bushes around lights that you don't want anybody to go and touch. And believe me, no one's gonna want to go near those thorn-like bushes without getting shredded up. You know, having a watchdog, you know, those really cute things. Did you know that just putting a sign up that says beware of dog can create enough fear to deter a burglar? Even if you don't have a dog, just the words can work. The reason is because once someone sees a sign like that, creates some form of negative feeling that causes a person to ponder whether or not to continue the burglary. The more messages you put up, for example, beware of dog, 24/7 surveillance, beware of the cat, watch out for sinkholes, keep away from the poison ivy. All these are deterrents and will steer a burglar in the opposite direction. And it'll help prevent your home from being burglarized. And very important, always be nice to your neighbors. Introduce yourself. The reason being is that your neighbors are your best friends, because if they see something suspicious going on, they're the first ones to let you know that something's going on. And the best part is, if you're friends with them, you can also watch their back and they can scratch your back as well. So that's why you want to be nice to your friends and your neighbors. This is why they can notify you when a suspicious activity is happening.
How you doing? How are you? I just moved here. Name's Jake.
Before I go into any more details about protecting your home, I want to do a quick word from our sponsors. So let's check this
Luna,
out.
do me a favor. Well, you do a really good job of just jumping. Wow, you sit, and now can you roll over for everybody? There you go, good girl. You sit, now lay down. Wow, now roll over, lay down, roll over, lay down, roll over for everybody. Come on, Luna, you could do it. Sit down, lay down, roll over. There you go, good girl. Now stand up for everybody. Stand up, good girl.
Comes down to your dog and teaching them how to do little tricks and stuff like that. You want to make sure you have some of this stuff right here. It's called pepperoni.
Now, some thieves and burglars don't care about deterrences, but you still want to take the necessary precautions and make sure that your lights are working, you know, your dog is there, you have messages, your cameras are working, your bushes and grass, and you're nice to your neighbors and things like that. Because by doing that, you will create the time necessary for the police to come and to help you out. Remember, if you have a lock on a door that's easy to be broken, the amount of time the cops have to get to the house is not enough. But if you have a lock that's good with long screws and bolts, the harder it is for a burglar to get into your home and to break in. So you want to increase the time. This way, your neighbors who you're nice to will be able to help you and get the cops to your house so that they can arrest the thief or the burglar who's inside your home. So time is very important. So make sure you have your deterrences set up. Next, if you buy expensive TVs and products, make sure you cut the boxes up so that people don't see what you have. According to a number of burglars and sources, and burglars who were lifelong burglars who went through the criminal justice system, all said that a lot of them go through their the victim's garbages to see what it is that they're buying. So this way they can, the house that they go to is worth the effort. So make sure you cut up all your boxes and things like that of expensive TVs and furniture and clothing and technology and stuff like that, or technical equipment, so this way that no one sees what you have. Maybe consider cutting up all the boxes and putting them inside a bag and double lock the bag. This way no one sees what you have, what you bought from the store. Lastly, burglars, because of technology and other stuff, will disguise themselves as salespeople, service people. Always ask for ID before entering a house. Maybe in Home Alone, Kevin's house would have never been burglarized if Kevin's mom and dad would have asked Harry for his police identity. With all these things, you should have a planning method to check to make sure that your lights, cameras, grass is cut, that you're nice to your neighbors, that you met your neighbors, that you changed your locks, that you have a dog, or you have some messages of deterrences to help you make your life easier so that you can enjoy your life knowing that your home is secure. So make sure you have some of these things in place because that'll help you enjoy your life. I hope some of this information helps some people, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want more easy videos to help you make your life easier to ultimately enjoy life. So, till next time, take care.